EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. All set for the first of 5 international games this season. The Falcons and Jags underway from London. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
In motion left goes Jones.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You talk about this Falcon defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's taken on the 25.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ritter will set up to throw it. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Ritter throwing on third down.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
They're going for this. Here's Ritter.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
Room here to run.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Dancing to his left.
Lawrence hit him, the ball is free.
And the Falcons grab it.
Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't.
Second and 9.
Again, it's Robinson. Shoves him aside. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Second and 6. Ritter going to change it up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roll and picked up big yardage.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. Down to about the 32.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ritter now. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Ritter.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the return will stop right around the 25. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Lawrence going to throw again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. That one complete downfield to Cook. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Jacksonville, first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On second down, here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Ritter looking to throw on first and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Going play action, Ritter. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, it's Ritter. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Ritter to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter from the gun.
Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. There. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ritter now on second down. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Ritter back to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Now back to throw. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allowed a conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here's Ritter. A quick throw there is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Ritter to throw it.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ritter
With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Lawrence on the sneak.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
steps away to his left.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And the Falcons grab it.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much.
Touchdown, Falcons! K.J. Hamler, 48 yards. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Falcons 21, Jaguars 7. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Third down and 6.
3rd and 6.
Now Lawrence to throw. That is caught. They'll have the first down and more than that.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, 77 yards.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Robinson on a give right side.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags are right back in this football game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Lawrence will throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we got a one-score game. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. This thrown quickly out to Jones.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A big play looming on third down. Now Ritter.
And he's good. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Straight ahead, ETN. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing now, Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team receives the
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Flush to his right.
And complete to Drake London.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down.
Handoff now to Robinson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Ritter. Short throw, caught by Pitts.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw it here. Ritter
Sliding out of the pocket. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play. We are still all time. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Ritter wants to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
What they always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. And he'll get it by 20. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
Well, that's the rescue run. And now they can come out here, a pass or two, and boom, they're in field goal range.
And I think that if I'm looking at it from their perspective about going for it, they trusted their offense. They know that a touchdown here ends the game. You don't play anymore after that. And they wanted to go for it and get it done right there. I don't know if it's a knock against their defense as much as a vote of confidence for their offense. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off for them.
And now they have to step up defensively with a short field. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Ritter now.
And he'll complete complete this one to Patterson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Ritter.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
On play action, here's Ritter.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
And rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At the 40. Now a first throw here in overtime. This is caught. It's Kirk. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Heard a few naysayers talking when the Jaguars signed Kirk to a massive 4-year deal, but you don't hear many of those voices anymore. Not after over 1,100 yards and 84 catches. He's living up to the contract, and a good pickup there for a first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The kick by McManus is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we've had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here, right? Look, if this is college football, they keep playing. You know, they're going to break that tie and continue to go how many overtimes it takes. Postseason football, we're still playing. But it's the regular season. You get one extra period to decide it. This one we get field